What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, we got to talk about how we won. And by we, I mean a specific group of the internet that's been demanding MGS4, primarily MGS4, but also I want to throw in Peace Walker because that's a big one. I think a lot of people are generally into that. It seems like these are games that are going to be part of the next Metal Gear collection. So, when they did, obviously, Metal Gear Solid 3, right, getting the remake, but they're also doing collections, and they make sure to note that this first collection, which comes out later this year, is Volume 1, right? And I'm probably going to get it. It's probably not going to be a game that I get right away just because, well, you're also going to have 3's remake eventually, but it is, I think, going to be important to have. And I very much appreciate Konami being one of the only companies that just constantly do these collections. Kingdom Hearts, so Square Enix does it all the time. Konami does it quite well. So it's good. Thank you. Thank you very much. But you have that. And then Volume 2, well, you can kind of predict what Volume 2 would be, at least some of it. And it seems like, and this has been spotted actually on their own website, I believe, is MGS4, MGS5, as well as Peace Walker. Now, you do have people talking about other smaller ones, or even like, do you need MGS5? Because the thing is, and the theme of what we have here is MGS5 is actually the most like readily available Metal Gear game that there is, probably at least, right? But no, you can get it on last gen. It's got like current gen bumps. It's relatively easy. I would counter that because I get it. I guess I get it to an extent where people want other Metal Gear games, and maybe there's a third one that kind of like cleans them all up, right? Anything that they kind of missed, maybe that's in a Volume 3. So maybe people are just afraid that 5 is taking up a spot that could be filled with something, from way back in time. Again, something that's not as easily accessible as MGS5. I get that. However, you do have to think you're doing a collection. These are all the games, and you're doing numbered games. That seems obviously to be a primary focus. So of course you're going to have 5 in there. But no, this has gotten people really excited for primarily 4 and Peace Walker. I've heard so much. I've never played Peace Walker, ever. But I did see Greg Miller back in the days where IGN, Podcast Beyond, and even Kind of Funny. I've fallen off a bit, but, Greg Miller was always a huge fan of Peace Walker. I've seen gameplay through him. Metal Gear Solid 4, I actually own that. So I have a PS3 collection about, I don't know, maybe 70, 80 games on, disc for PS3, and MGS4 is one of them. That was the first one I jumped into. I very much have not played a lot of Metal Gear games, so that was the first one I jumped into. Had no idea what was going on, was confused, don't even know if I necessarily liked it at first, but no, it's great that it's coming out of its shell and going to be able to be on more platforms. That's the important thing. That's why these collections, I think some people are very, very excited about it, as they should be. Mainly, MGS4 has been stuck. It's been stuck on PS3 for so long, and it can finally breathe and expand a little bit and release elsewhere. So I think people will probably buy Volume 2 more than Volume 1, to be honest with you, primarily because of MGS4. It's all just, I guess, a rumor. Like, I don't want to say rumor because I think they let the cat out of the bag early, right? Like, they have this description of the games that were part of Volume 2, and people had found it, and it's like, okay, it's going to happen. And also, you can easily assume eventually it is going to happen. Seeing that they have it and seeing Metal Gear Solid 4 is on there is obviously quite a big deal. It's not confirmed. I think it'll happen probably right after Volume 1, right? Maybe in November or December. They announce Volume 2's coming. It comes in the spring. They can pump these things out. I don't think it's going to take very long. And then you just have to worry about when Metal Gear Solid 3 comes out for the remake. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.